What's good, y'all? I know it's early in the morning. Nobody can probably really see me that good because I'm outside and it's dark. But I just wanted to do this live while this information is fresh and hot in my head. Now I've been sitting here thinking for the last 2 3 days, just kind of thinking about the future, thinking about the present, thinking about the past, just paying attention to certain things, trying to identify a pattern. And in this live stream, I'm gonna talk about basically the great split, which everybody been talking about this for a long time. And basically the fine this is like the last, well, they already did it, the last time skip that these evil extraterrestrials have. Now, what do I mean by a time slip or a time skip or a time reset? Think about this for a second, family. When you talk about a timeline, keep that in mind. A timeline is infinite. It keeps going until it stops completely. You see what I'm saying? A timeline does not reset. Never. How could it? You see what I'm saying? How could you? Because if you was to reset a timeline, that means that you just gonna repeat the same events that happened in the last roundup. You see what I'm saying? It's just like a movie clip. If you play a movie all the way to the end, if it's not gonna keep going, which it's not, you gotta reset it and turn it all the way back to the beginning and play it over again. You see what I'm saying? So, excuse me. This is how you know that there's no such thing. Excuse me. This is how you know that there's no such thing as resetting a timeline. So how can we have years, y'all? How can we have 12 months? How can we have 365 days? How can we have Monday through Sunday? You see what I'm saying? How can we repeat the same holidays or holy days every year? How can that happen? Who's to say that for the last however long this system has been up and running, we've been repeating the same day? Who's to say that it's not even a year? What if it's just a day? You see what I'm saying? Like, who's to say that we literally, well, let me say it like this. Who's to say that there's not some evil, wicked beings that's literally knowing that they do not exist in the future? You see what I'm saying? Knowing that they do not have a place in the new world, or knowing that their existence does not go on. So they casted a spell to keep on repeating the last little bit of time that they have. You see what I'm saying? Like, and every single time it come to a point where they about to get ready and be destroyed, they reset it all the way back to the beginning and try to figure out how to stop it. And then when it gets to the point to where they about to get ready and get destroyed, they reset it again and they go all the way back to the beginning. Not the very beginning, but the whatever checkpoint that they, whatever time lapse they got. I believe that, you know, well, I'm not gonna say that because we don't really know how they time systems is. You see what I'm saying? But if we was talking about, if we was using our time structures that we have now, I would say that whenever they do these time skips, they can only go back maybe like 6 months. You see what I'm saying? They can't go back real far. So every single time they go back, they only going to, you know, wherever that 6 months or however long it is, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, however long it is, it go back to that checkpoint. Hold on, y'all. My throat just started itching out of nowhere. So who's to say that that's not taking place? So every single time we get to December 31st and everybody's celebrating New Year's and everything, having a little countdown and whatnot, then all of a sudden that's when the world reset. You see what I'm saying? And only particular beings remember, the shit that happened before the reset. You see? And then the rest of these bots and the rest of these people that's out here, these people that's, these NPCs and these beings that's just here to make this shit look real, they don't know shit because they probably get reset just, just like the system. You see, they probably get reset and they do the same shit again the next year. Then they do the same shit again the next year. They do the same shit again the next year, and the same shit again the next year. You see what I'm saying? These are the people that's a part of the so-called matrix. You see? So who's to say that that's not happening? I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Which brings me on to my next point that I want to talk about. Now, first and foremost, I want to make sure that I emphasize that we know that this whole politic thing and this whole debate thing and this whole election thing, this is not as serious as they try to make it seem. This is more like a reenactment. I've said this before. Anytime there's an election with a president, it's a reenactment of what's going on a higher level. You see what I'm saying? This is really a reenaction of, you know, who's next. You know, who's next basically being in control of this so-called system, you see, of this matrix. And the real deal, the real thing has already been done. You see what I'm saying? This is just like they've been telling everybody for a long time. This is just a show. It's just a show that's going on down here on this level. On a higher level, what's been done has already been done. You see, and that's where I go into the point of saying that these particular beings know that they don't exist in the future. You see what I'm saying? So with them not existing in the future, they keep on resetting the physical plane. They keep it's almost like they figured out how to keep on hopping into different timelines or something like that. You see what I'm saying? They leave the timeline where they got destroyed. They leave that timeline. They go and jump to another one. You see what I'm saying? And they sit in that timeline and they discuss and they remember everything that they did in that last timeline. And they bring that information to the new timeline. They keep on making adjustments to their system based upon what they learned from the last timeline. You see what I'm saying? Different ways to prepare themselves for that big event if they know that's gonna come. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at it like that. You gotta look at it like these people been preparing this shit for who knows how long. You see what I'm saying? But who's to say that they can't do that no more? And this is the reason why everything has been so panicky lately. These folks can't hit the reset button no more. They ain't got no more lives. Like if this was Mario Bros or something, you know how they give you so many lives, and after you run out of lives, then boom, it's just over with. And you know what? On Mario, damn, that's crazy as hell. In most games that's like this, you know, it ain't just Mario. Whenever you die and you still got lives left, they reset you back to where, you know, the last checkpoint. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. They reset you back to the last checkpoint, and you remember everything that was happening in that point forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? You remember every obstacle. You be like, okay, damn, this that part right here where that obstacle come. I know how to do it this time. And you know what I'm saying? You can do it easy. It may have gave you a hard time the last 2 or 3 lives, but now you on the fourth life, and you like, all right, I know how I'm gonna do it this time. So you go in there, you do it the right way, boom, you get past that obstacle. You see what I'm saying? That's how these people is moving out here. These aliens, man. And the computer that they using to do that shit is that what you call it, the Hadron Collider. That's what they using to do that shit. It's a supercomputer. You see what I'm saying? That's the two. That's they time machine. And they've been constantly trying to reuse that thing. Boy, they've been trying to use it over and over and over again. But you know, we're coming to the point to where they can't reset that shit. You see, they can't reset it. So to go back to what I was saying with the whole election, this is going to lead. So I'm gonna just talk into the physical terms right now, but understand that all this stuff has already took place on a higher level. Remember that. Remember the Great War in heaven and everything. Remember that shit. A lot of this stuff already happened, family. It already happened. This is a reenactment. Keep that in mind. So, the election. We got these two different so-called presidents. We got the blue side with the Democrats, you know, Kamala Harris, and we got the red side with Donald Trump. This is almost like the Matrix, the red pill or the blue pill. But, well, I'll say this later. The red pill or the blue pill. Kamala Harris and them basically represent the system. You see what I'm saying? They the system. They the Matrix. Kamala Harris and them is the Matrix. Now, mind you, y'all, keep this in mind. These people really don't mean nothing. Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, Democrat, Republican, red side, blue side, none of this shit matters. I told y'all it's a reenactment. This is really a reenactment of what already has happened on a higher level. You see what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. So Kamala Harris and them represent the matrix, the system. You see what I'm saying? They the ones that want to keep you oppressed. They the ones that want to keep using you. They the ones that want to keep on using you as a food source. You know what I'm saying? They the ones, they the bad aliens. Let's just put that out there. Keep that like that. Then you got the Republicans with Donald Trump. Donald Trump and them represent the new world. They represent the golden age. They represent sovereignty. They represent freedom. You see what I'm saying? They represent, um, you know, indigenous people getting the land back, things like that. They represent the destruction of the system that's been oppressing us. That's what they represent. You see what I'm saying? Now, let me just put this out here so I can have this said so people can have a better understanding. On a higher level, this represents, beings like Kali, the destroyer. You know what I'm saying? Kali, the Hindu goddess Kali. And on the freedom side, you could say, on the Donald Trump side, you could say this is the or the Jesus, if you want to say that, or the Yeshua, or the Yahushua, or the Kalki, or all these different names of these um last avatars. You see what I'm saying? And on the good side, the Yeshua side, or the Jesus side, or the however you want to say it, this side is pretty much representing that freedom, or that sovereignty, or that spiritual world, things coming back to the way it's supposed to be, while the other side, this Kali side, which is also dealing with Akhenaten and them Egyptian gods and them beings on that side, that represents the system, because that's how they survive. You see what I'm saying? They live off the system because the system feeds them. It makes them thrive. You see what I'm saying? So of course they gonna want to keep the system going. So this all comes down to one thing. You can either, and I'm not telling you to vote. You see what I'm saying? This is not a vote thing. This got nothing to do with you voting. This has to do with a mindset. So forget about the whole vote thing completely. Forget about that. Think about it as in a mindset. You got people out here that still um supportive of the system. People that's out there that still, after all this time, after everything that's went down, after everything that's happened in the world, you got people out there that still infatuated on the system. They believe in it. They support it. You see what I'm saying? They believe that it's the only thing that we have, the system, the system. You know what I'm saying? These people don't want to leave the system. They'll fight to stay in it. You see what I'm saying? They don't want change. Those people represent the Kamala Harris side, the blue side. You see what I'm saying? And you got to understand there's a lot of people out there that still got that mindset. Then the Donald Trump side, these are the people who basically want peace, who want to bring back sovereignty. These are people who want to move to something different, who know that this system is corrupt, who know that this system has been what's been destroying us and keeping us locked. The people that want to be free, people that want to escape and go to that new world, that golden age. You see what I'm saying? People who has elevated their mind past the system. You see, it's gonna be a great split. It's gonna be a great split, family. It's gonna be a great split. Either you gonna be on one side or the other. You see, and this is how you know that this is the last. This is the last roundup. This is the last reset. Say these people had 100 lives. They had 100 resets. Well, they used their last one. They've used their last um, reset. You see what I'm saying? So now it's time for the split. It's time for them to go to where they supposed to be. It's time for the other people to go to where they supposed to be. That's what time it is. You see what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the people that's still in that systematic mindset, you know, you're gonna be going to that type of world, and it's gonna be like hell. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be food source. You're gonna be livestock for these particular beings. This is real shit. This is the herd. This is the herd process. You're gonna be you're gonna be cattle. You see what I'm saying? And then the other people who chose freedom, they'll be, in a new world, the new golden age. So I want y'all to understand that this whole entire thing has been a game of time, a game of cycles. And this is the last part. We are on the last reset. So this is gonna go all the way to the destruction. So that brings me to the very last part that I want to talk about. With this election, boom, it doesn't matter who wins. Like I said, history has already been determined. You see what I'm saying? Like, the future has already been determined. It's already written. You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter who. It has nothing to do with, like I said, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. It has nothing to do with neither one of these particular beings, family. You see what I'm saying? When this election come November, like I said, it doesn't matter who wins. There's going to be a split. Right here in America, this is where you're going to see the preparation of a so-called civil war. This is going to happen, family. You're going to have the Democrats are going to separate from these Republicans. The world is going to separate. You see what I'm saying? And all these immigrants and whatnot that's coming here to America, to these lands, they all going to be on that side with the Democrats. You see? And then you're going to have the rest of the people, like the indigenous, the sovereigns, the people trying to break free, the people on that red side, it's going to be on the other side. But I want you to understand, this war is really just, it's something that kind of has to happen to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? Because it has to usher in the reset. You see? And I want y'all to understand, well, I said the indigenous people, blah, blah, blah. But really, this is a war that's going to be between the system. It's the system fighting against each other. You see what I'm saying? It's like I said a long time ago, let the bastards quarrel. You see? It's them fighting against each other. It's these people fighting against each other. They gonna destroy the world. And when they destroy the world, I'm not meaning that they gonna blow up the whole fucking earth and everybody gonna die. No. I'm saying they gonna destroy their system. Their system is gonna fall because they gonna fight each other and it's gonna destroy it, family. You see what I'm saying? And boom, that's what's gonna bring in the new, and that's when the split gonna happen and everything like that. Well, the split has already taken place, but that's when everybody that was on this side is gonna go this way, and everybody that's on this side is gonna go that way. You see, and that's what that's gonna be. But I appreciate each and every last one of you for coming in, for the few that did come in, and everybody else catch the replay. But I appreciate you all. Y'all take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Chief, I'm out.